Hey Cam Fam! Welcome back to my channel. Today I am gonna talk about a few essentials that I feel like every working mom should not even have, but consider. But before anything else, please make sure to click the I'm so distracted by Yoni, but before anything else, please make sure to subscribe to my channel and click on that bell button so you're always notified whenever I have new videos like this one. So now that I'm a new mom, one of the struggles that I really faced is how I can, be there for Sienna and also at the same time show up for work. I work from home, but still I have a lot of deadlines and a lot of things that I have to achieve in a day. And granted, not all my goals for the day are usually achieved because, babies are very unpredictable. Hello, Pixie. But these are just some of the items that I feel help me be able to multitask because they're so efficient and they help me make taking care of Sienna a little bit easier. Okay, so let's start off with this baby. This is called the Hush Machine. If you've seen my stories and also if you're a parent, you know that the key to a baby's calm is the never-ending the never-ending white noise. And of course, you can play white noise from your phone or from speakers or anything like that. But of course, as much as possible, you want to keep the phone away, not so near from the baby. And also, you don't have speakers with you all the time. Like you'd be walking to and from. Usually that's what we do. We like to walk Sienna so that she'd be able to sleep. And we go to the different parts of the house because sometimes I feel like she just wants to explore. So this is really nice because you could just clip it on and it's with you wherever you go. So for let's say in a more normal circumstance, you're out doing groceries or you're going to a noisier place and you want to tune out the noise, then at least you have the Hush Machine with you and it's close to baby and still you can control the volume. There are 3 different types of hushing sounds. Like there's like waves, and then there's the normal like white noise lang, and then there's another one that I can't describe. It's kind of like very avalanche-y type. But yeah, so it's really, really handy. I love it because girl, I've run out of breath shushing Sienna. It's hard. I feel like I'm running out of breath and saliva. If you're a parent, then you know how I feel. So yeah, get this, because you guys know shushing works. And shushing somehow makes them fall asleep faster. And if they fall asleep faster, then you can get back to work sooner as well. Okay, item number 2. This is very important, especially for moms like me who feed their babies with breast milk purely. But if you are going back to work, this is impossible. You can't really direct feed your baby all the time because you are working and babies are very unpredictable. Even if you try your best to stick to a certain schedule, there will be times when the baby is just suddenly hungry even if you guys already fed, which is why I'm really happy that I got my Philips Avent double electric breast pump with me. Full disclosure, I tried to really prolong this as much as I can. Like I really wanted to direct feed Sienna as much as I can and push pumping way further down the line because I was scared of, let's say, like pumping the wrong way, then I would be overproducing milk and I'm really scared of like the pain from engorgement and mastitis and all that, like horrible things. So far I haven't experienced those. And I felt that since I'm just home naman, I could prolong the direct feeding as much as I can. But yun nga, number 1, I've already gone back to work. So there are days when I am working, I'm not wearing a nursing friendly outfit. I can't just really pop out my boob right away, or I'm in the middle of work so I can't really stop that, and I'm in the middle of a meeting and I can't really stop that, that's one factor. But what really pushed me to start pumping already is Yoni. I just felt that it's something that my husband needed, not just practically speaking, like for example, if it's his turn to watch Sienna and I'm not available, he was telling me that he just can't help but feel helpless because he knows that Sienna's crying because she's hungry and he can't do anything because I'm direct feeding, right? And we don't have any milk stashed. That was his reason why he was asking me like, do you really don't want to consider pumping? And that really made sense, so I started pumping. And then the first time that Yoni fed Sienna with the bottle, that's when I realized, okay, I think there's a deeper reason for this, and I feel like I really should start pumping for Sienna and Yoni and their relationship. Because the joy that I saw in Yoni's eyes when he was able to feed Sienna and, do something else aside from burping her and putting her to sleep. Feeding takes up so much of the baby's day. So it's so nice that he's able to bond with her this way, and I really saw how he was so happy. He's always so excited when he gets to feed Sienna, and I feel like he felt more involved. So then my heart melted, and I really have to pump because this is for Yoni and Sienna, and it's not just for the practicality's sake, but also for them. So yeah, so this is what I'm using. Philips Avent, a double electric breast pump. This is my third pump that I've tried. I love it because this is the softest out of all the pumps I've tried. It's got the soft cushion that's made of silicone. So unlike other pumps where it's always just the hard flange, this one actually has the cushion here. So it kind of mimics the baby's sucking and massaging. So when it actually sucks, it's not just this painful sucking thing that most breast pumps do. This is actually like massaging it. So it feels softer and gentler compared to all the other breast pumps that I've tried, which is why it's also not painful. It feels really, really good. I can just do whatever I want to do. And this is great because as a new mom, everything seems to be painful when you try something new, right? It's also so much faster. It actually stimulates milk production in 50 seconds or less. And I actually noticed the difference because I feel like my milk started dropping so much faster when I started using my Philips Avent double electric breast pump. And plus, it's also portable, which is great. It's also very, very light and also very sleek. So if you look here, there are two round buttons over here. So you've got the on-off button, and then you have here the express and also the stimulate buttons. So there are different levels of stimulation and also expressing milk. It depends on your comfort level, of course. Again, I find this really, really comfortable. So I go as much as level 9. With other pumps, I can go until level 5 or 6 lang. But with this one, I can go up to level 9, which also makes my milk production so much more, I feel. So yeah, it also comes with this bag, so it's easy. If you need to bring it on the go, then you have the bag. Also this tiny little thing over here, this pouch. So you've got the two pumps and also the machine, and then you also have here the teat. So you can easily feed your baby right away because the teat is just here. You don't need to transfer your milk to another bottle. It's super duper easy. Another thing that I feel like not a lot of moms consider is this one. Why is there a tumbler here, you may ask? No, it's not for Sienna's milk, but it's actually where we store water that's already perfectly mixed at room temperature for Sienna's butt cleaning whenever she poops. Also, whenever she pees, it's also what we use to clean. I mean, some people may be using wipes. We use wipes when we go out, but here at home, we actually just use cotton balls that are especially for babies, and then we use water from here, so you don't have to bring your baby all the way to the bathroom to wash their butt, or you don't always also have to go to the faucet to get water and then bring it back to the room. At least this way, you already have your cleaning water here, and it's already at perfect room temperature. Sienna's not gonna cry because it's too cold. She's not gonna cry because it's too hot. Again, I'm all about making all these things that we do for baby so much more efficient. And you guys know they poo and pee a lot of times. There's a lot of times that you have to change the diaper. And when you want to go back to work, you just want to be able to do this in the most efficient way possible, which is why get a tumbler. I'm gonna put the link also down below. So mommies and daddies, you guys get to work the most when baby is asleep, which is why it's nice to find ways to just prolong their sleep so that they have a good night's sleep and also a good day's sleep, like longer naps. 3-hour naps. Perfect. So for us, I swear by our Sleepsuits. So we tried a few Sleepsuits for Sienna, and these Sleepsuits really make her sleep longer because sometimes, for example, if we put her down for a nap, let's say, and she's not in a sleepsuit, all these sudden reflexes that, babies usually have, these reflexes would wake her up from her sleep. So it's really nice to be able to swaddle her in a safe way. And so for our daytime sleepsuit, we like to use Love to Dream because it is super duper thin and breathable, and also they get to have their arms kind of free, not free, but it's arms up, kind of swaddling, so it allows the baby to self-soothe. So this is what we use during the day, so she's not always like this naman most of her life, so we use this. So this is the newborn kind, but now we've already transitioned to the transitional sleepwear where the sleeves are actually detachable, but this worked for us super duper well. It's what we use during the daytime. It's not at all hot, and we're sure that she's sleeping safely because she doesn't doesn't need a blanket. This is already your sleep suit, and so with sleep suit, you don't really need a blanket. And you're sure that baby is safe because all their lips are inside the sleep suit. So yeah, this stops her from waking up from all of those like sudden movements that she does. And then at night, when we want her to have like a really longer and deeper sleep, the longest that is allowed by your pedias, we use the Halo sleep sack. To be honest, Sienna didn't like this when she was a newborn, like really early on. I feel like it's a little bit big on her kasi here. So then it would touch her lips or her face, so then she would try to like bite it, so then she would feel like she needs to suck on something, so it wasn't a good fit yet. And then I read online na parang some people pala tried it like 2 months after, so that's what we did. We reintroduced the Halo to her, and it was just amazeballs. When we reintroduced the Halo sleep sack to her, she slept so friggin' long. We only had one feeding during the night. It was still within the hour limit. I was just thanking God and all the angels in heaven. So yeah, and also Halo. Oh, angel, Halo, anyway. So yeah, so this is the Halo sleep sack. So you kind of wrap them around, and this is already their blanket, and it's also their swaddle, so you don't have to worry about the swaddle unraveling and eventually suffocating baby. At least with this one, you're ensured of safe sleep, and also you're ensured that baby is snug and warm and having a good night's sleep. So speaking of sleep, there are times that Yoni and I both have work during the day, so we can't really be with Sienna watching her as she sleeps. This is why it's so important to have a really good baby monitor. The most useful baby monitor for us is Nanit. So Yoni actually did all the research when it comes to these monitors, and he awarded Nanit as the best one for our needs. So this is how it looks. You can also attach this to your wall, but then for us, because we didn't want to attach anything to the wall, we wanted to be movable, we also purchased the stand that comes as an add-on. So as you can see, it's a very clear view of Sienna from the top, and it also already records activities. Like for example, it says that, hey mom, hey dad, Sienna just woke up 10 minutes ago. So it can already sense baby's movement, baby's cries, if baby is in deep sleep. So it's also gonna tell you if baby is already asleep. It also already comes with white noise. So there is a feature there where you can play different types of white noise, like white noise, wind, waves, and also something else. But there's 4 types of white noise that you can also play. You can also connect to it if you want to speak to baby or whoever is in the room. It also plays that. So for example, if Yoni's in the room, I want to say, Hubs, can you hear me? So I can talk to him through the camera as well. So it's just overall perfect. And then when Sienna is also a bit older, there's also this feature where you wrap this band around her, and Nanit can actually detect if baby is breathing well. So, if suffocation or these other things is a worry for you, that's an added precaution because it tells you that, okay, baby's breathing well or baby's not breathing. Actually, it also has a newborn sleep sack, but nagkuripot lang kami and we were like, we already have sleep sacks for her, so we'll just get the older version. So yeah. And then the last thing that I recommend is this nursing pillow. I got this from Milk and Honey. It's by Mama Way. I have 3 different nursing pillows here at home. I've been lucky enough to be gifted a lot. They're all good, but this one is so far the best in terms of the firmness and also the shape. It just works overall. So I feel like this is something that you also need because as a working mom, you want to be able to feed the most efficient way. And so this helps you feed in the most efficient way because baby is comfortable, you're also comfortable. This allows me to feed Sienna because I don't have to hold her while I work. So sometimes my laptop is here and Sienna is here. I don't really have to hold her as she feeds because this is already like elevating her to the position of my boobie. So then I'm able to multitask while she feeds. So that is it for my first mommy essentials vlog. I'm sure there's more to come, but these are just my everyday, thank God I have you essentials that allow me to be able to manage life both as a mom and also as a working woman. So I hope that you guys got some tips from me, and if you have any more recommendations as well, we're all about sharing, we're all about helping each other out. So please make sure to leave a comment below and also give me a thumbs up because we're all about positivity. See you guys on my next vlog. Next vlog is exciting!